Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Belinda here from Visualized NZ. Deal It Up Challenge Day. I am filming this ahead. I'm filming this on Friday so that you can still have this challenge. So let's get into it. We're going to go with 3 prompts today. So let's give these a wee shuffle. Welcome to you if you're just finding my channel for the first time. If this challenge is new to you, just keep watching and it will all become quite clear how it works. It's very simple, fun little challenge just to get your brain sort of in the creative mood for the new week. So our first prompt here is something that sparkles or shines. That's a fun prompt, isn't it? There's lots of ways you could meet that one. Right, our second prompt, I think, is the colour one. I think this stack, colour and style. So let's just go the top one. White on white. Okay, we've had that a few times. That's okay. We can do it again. I think it's probably one of the most challenging ones to do. And this is a challenge, so, you know. And this final stack is going to be what we're going to make with using these 2 prompts. So what will it be this week, I wonder? So we took the top one from the last stack. How about we take the bottom one from this stack? A journal card. Okay, nice and easy. Okay, white on white. I'm thinking about a base for my journal card and what would I like for the base. I don't know that I want to go white for the base. I think I'd rather the white be like something on the journal card rather than the whole thing. So you can absolutely do that. So I'm just having a wee hunt round here for something, a scrap or something. Actually, how about I use something out of my scrappy phone book here. Let's go through and see what we might like. That would be a good backing page. That's all bright and colourful, isn't it? This one, another backing page. Just sort of wondering, looking for something that kind of goes, pick me, pick me. Another backing page there. Actually, that one's not finished. There's a few gaps in there. This one might actually be calling my name today. That one's quite cool too. That one's in process. So this is my phone book, just an old phone book, and when I've got little bits running around that I just don't know what to do with or have already got glue on or something, I just slap them down in here. And then they become masterboards. Okay, I think it's between this one or this one. I think I'm going to go blue. And they tear out super easy. Oh, it's a bit chilly this morning and haven't got the fire going, and my nose is already starting to drip a little bit. Very inconvenient. Okay. Oops, sorry. I think I just knocked you guys. Sorry, don't want to give you the wobbles. Okay, so journal card. Do I want a nice big journal card? Right, let's trim off this rough edge and make it straight to start with. It's always a good place to start. And I think just that little sliver off should be enough to take care of that. And I'm not even going to look at the other side. I'm just going to chop it. I'm thinking I'll use the full height. So that is 6.5 inches basically. And how wide would I like to go? I don't really need to measure, but I'm just kind of curious. I think maybe 4.5, which is approximately here. I don't know whether it is or not. I'm just going to cut it here. Just making sure I get through all those layers of different weights and thicknesses of paper. A little bit of a jaggedy edge there. So pop that aside for another day. And this is going to be our journal card base, which I think is lovely. Now I do see that I've got some areas here that aren't actually collaged. So I'm just going to take a wee sliver off that end as well. I mean, I will be inking, so I could actually quite easily leave it. But I'm not going to. I'm going to take it off. And then there's a little overhang at this end, so I'm just going to snip that as well. Make sure I've got a nice neat base to work with. Okay, so this is my base of my journal card. So we need to think about white on white. My first thought is I have strips of white paper. Like, I have bunches of them. Whenever I print anything out, I keep all the white bits because they come in really handy. Oh, there's a bit of cardstock. No, I don't want cardstock. I don't think. Let's just see this big fat bag. I mean, there's some creamy bits and there's some hair stuck to it. My hair gets stuck to everything. What might we like out of here? I'm just thinking about size. Maybe we want a bigger bit to work with. And, you know, when I print out photos for my journal and I haven't filled up the page, then that's what that's left over from. And I just keep it all because it is useful. It's got a little bit of the photo still on it. I think that's enough of that to work with. I'm really struggling actually because I don't know that I've got a lot of white things around me at the moment. I've got white paint, always a possibility, white paper, and I'm kind of drawing a blank at that point. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, well, let's just start and see where we get to. Not very far, I feel, at the moment. Ooh. We do something like that and just look like put a frame in the middle. Now that's given me an idea. Okay. So I think I want to, or I could put it up further. I'm like, I want to trim down the sides to make the border even, but if I put it more at the top, then it's more like almost a Polaroid sort of style feel. Yeah, okay. Yep, I think I'm going to go with that. But I do want to make this a bit thicker because it's just photocopy paper. And I have in mind another idea to do with it. So first off, I'm going to glue it down to this other bigger piece of white paper. And no, that's not going to be my white on white, just gluing two bits together. I would promise I'll do a bit more than that. Right, so I'm just going to glue this down. And that black strip that's left on the side will be face down, so all good. I'm trusting that it's straight. Don't know. Straight enough, I guess. I can always trim it up afterwards anyway, before I glue it onto the journal card. Okay. So just going to give it a bit more stability. Oops. So obviously dried glue on my card here that's now coming off on the paper. Right, cut it out. So I hope you're all having a good day. That is definitely not straight along that edge, so I will need to tidy that edge up. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day today. The day this is, on Monday, I will be away on the west coast of the South Island of New Zealand. It's about 3.5 hour car trip. It'll be our one full day, one of our full days over there. So as you're watching this, the funeral will be held tomorrow. So this is a day for spending with family, for resting up from the travel, but mostly catching up with family will be what today is about. And then, yeah, so funeral tomorrow afternoon. And then there's eats afterwards, nibbles, just nibbles, not a meal. And then usually after that meal, you know, after the nibbles, that evening after a family funeral, my uncle normally has everyone back to his place. But I don't expect that will happen this time because it's his wife that passed away. Oh, I got... What on earth was that? It looks like chocolate. Probably was chocolate fragments. Yeah, it's his wife that passed away. So I don't expect we'll be going back to his place for dinner that evening because that would just be too much. Although he may choose to. He's very hospitable. We can always make that the back. But what I want to do is I want to turn this into a frame. I'm just not sure. So maybe I do it on the side if this is going to be the back. And it's just over 4.5. So if I do like 1/2 inch. Oh gosh, try and make it straight, would you? Let's go about there. Looks good. And there, you might as well keep all the dirt on the one side. And then I won't need to rub out my pencil marks, which is another bonus. And then 1/2 inch on each side. So I'm making a journal card, but I want to make it, you know, something cool, something a little different. If I try and do it the other way, it's all going to go to custard, so I've got to turn it around the right way so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so there's a working men's club. That's where the after funeral nibbles are going to be, and quite probable that we'll be at the working men's club for dinner that night, which is also usually happens at one of the family funerals, not the night of the funeral because that's usually back at my uncle's house, but this time I'm expecting that we possibly will be eating at the club the evening of the funeral. Right, now I'm going to try and cut out the inside of this. So that's what I'll be up to on the day that you watch this. I don't know if I'll get the social media posts done. I will try. I'm pretty sure the motel we're staying at has free Wi-Fi. I've got data anyway, assuming that there's signal for my service provider in that location. I'll try and do the social media posts, but if not, well, you know where I am, what I'm doing. And there will be a lot of downtime where, you know, where we just need to rest. Because It's not only the travel, but also the emotional side. You know, it's quite tiring, and sleeping in a different place can be tiring as well if you don't sleep so well. And I haven't been sleeping well at home, so who knows what I'll sleep like when I'm away. Last night wasn't too bad actually. I had a reasonable sleep. I was up at like 4 o'clock, I think, and then went back to sleep. So that wasn't too bad. Right, just got a little bit in the corner I need to snip. Oh, I didn't even cut all the way through there. Am I talking too much? That's probably exactly what the problem is. Hopefully I'm in that line still. Not too bad. It's just... Oh, come on, don't be difficult. You're testing my patience here, paper. There we go. And just in the corner there. Okay, a little bit of tidy up in the corner. I might get my fussy cutting scissors in there, I think. Lovely fine point. There we go. Done. So I've created a little frame. And this bit, I don't know, we might find a use for that. It's double layered, so it's, you know, a bit sturdier. So far we have white. We don't yet have white on white. Oops, there's more of my, actually that's not my hair, that's cat fur. Come on. There we go. Cat fur also sticks to everything in my house. It's hard not to when you've got 4 cats. Okay. I'm thinking of putting some like tracing paper. Do I have a piece handy? Is the question. I might be freshly out. Oh, that's not good if I am. Sorry, just hunting here. Bear with me. Got to put everything out to hunt for it. Oh no! Oh no, I haven't got any to hand. Okay, I'm going to go grab some. I'm going to pop you on pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've grabbed out a whole new sheet. It's A2 in size, so it's massive. And I can't believe that I have been through a whole A2 sheet. So there must be some around me, but it's not. It's not presenting itself. So, new sheet it is. And I'm just going to cut out roughly a piece. So I'm not dealing with this huge sheet, because that's going to be way too clumsy and awkward. Okay, so pop that aside. And so we still get some of this collage in behind, but it's toned down a bit. Now I was thinking on the way to get the tracing paper that it would have been good if I could have sandwiched it in the frame, but then I realised I wouldn't have been able to cut the frame out. I would have had to cut 2 pieces, and there, no. So it's just going to be stuck on the back, and then I will trim around the edges. So I'm going to use double-sided tape, and I'm thinking, is this one? Oh, I'd have to line it up really carefully, and I just can't be bothered with mucking around with that, so I'm going to use this thin one. And know that I can have a bit of leeway in how straight I place it. I'm not going to run off the edge and then have to try and tidy up all the inside edges and things like that, because the inside edges are a little bit trickier to tidy up, aren't they? So I'm just going to run around with this. Nice and easy for adhering the tracing paper. And do I want to do a line on the inside? I could, but I'd need to take off this backing first, otherwise it will be hard to peel it. Peel off the backing because it will overlap slightly. And not necessary, I guess, to do 2 lines, but I just think it will stop it sort of like having a gap under there. So I'm going to do it. I am. It's also going to make that frame just a little bit sturdier as well. I'm going to add another layer of support because I am envisaging that it will also be a pocket. Yes, that's my thinking. I didn't need to take that one off. What was I thinking? Obviously I wasn't thinking at all. Never mind, it's fine. It will have to come off at some point. So, and then this last one of the first lot I put down. Oh, I've got hair trapped under the tape, but that's okay. It won't show anywhere. It'll be buried and never seen again. Right, now I can take this backing off. You know, I should have put the inside one down first, and then I wouldn't been reaching across it to do the second line of tape, but you know, we get there in the end, no matter which way you approach things. Alright, sticky. Right, let's pop our tracing paper on. Just going to slide it across, make sure it lies flat, because it did have a curve in it. Now I can trim it up and hopefully not cut into my frame. I did have another thought though. Do I want a square frame or do I want to do jiggity? No, it might go wrong. It might muck things up, so I'm just going to go square. And I've come this far, I don't want to restart. No. Let's not do that. Let's just play on the safe side because I don't want this video to take forever either. And my alarm is due to go off at 10 AM. It's now 9:34 AM. So preferably I'd like to be finished before my alarm goes off so that we're not interrupted by that. But however, if it goes off, I have forewarned you. It's only on vibrate though, so it won't be like a huge intrusive noise. It'll just be something that I have to deal with. Right, frame is done. Do I want to ink? Well, I guess you know I do. I think I am going to choose to ink in blue for this. Do I want pale blue? Or do I want dark blue? I think I want to go with dark blue actually for a change. I need a sponge. Oh, this grubby one. It's been used for every colour under the sun. That will do. It's just basically looks like it needs to be binned. Oh, that's really dark. Yes. And I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. It just dinged at me. It'll be my mum because I sent her a message this morning saying I've organised tea and coffee to take away, but Bill, that's my stepfather, he will need to bring his honey because he likes to have honey in his tea. And we don't typically use honey. We've got a little bit that's reserved for like when we've got a sore throat or something. But as a rule, we don't have honey because it's just another form of sugar. Oh, or do I want to put it at the bottom if it's going to be a pocket? Probably need to put it at the bottom, don't we? That would make a bit more sense to put it at the bottom if it's a pocket. Up a little bit. Yes, that would make more sense. So normally I won't use double-sided tape for a pocket because of the potential for whatever you put in the pocket is going to stick in the tape. But I want the security of the tape. So what I'm going to do is something a little bit, something I haven't actually done before. So I'm going to try and get it as close to the edge as possible, so I'm not eating up my pocket space. Oops, broke it at the wrong. Oh gosh, can't tear that. Why can't I tear that? Tore it the wrong spot. As close to that edge as possible. Now we patch that little bit where it didn't tear in the right place. There we go, and now down this edge. Just because, you know, tracing paper is sort of, you know, smooth and a little plastic-like. It's not plastic, but it's plastic-like, and so I don't know if just using like tacky glue would be enough. So what I'm going to do now, which I just thought of to do, I've never done it as I said, is I'm going to actually probably need to take the backing off first. So I'm going to take the backing off. Here we go. And I'm going to run a line of glue along the edge of that tape. So not actually on the tape, although it's fine if it goes on the tape. But I just want to get my words out right, to act as a little barrier between whatever I put in the pocket and the tape. That's my theory. I don't know if it will work, but hey, got to try these things. In my head, I think it should work absolutely perfectly. Just to prevent anything from sticking in that glue, in that tape line, potentially. I know other people use double-sided tape and don't have a problem with things sticking to it, but I'm just going the cautious route. And extra adherence, it's not a bad thing, is it? Right, put the lid on the glue and then just give that a nice press down. Of course the tape will be fine, the tape's already stuck, but it's that glue. Please excuse me. Right, okay, so far so good. Put the tape away. I don't think I'll need the tape again. So we need to work on the white on white aspect. Oops, I'm just about sitting in the drawer. I couldn't close it because my butt was in the way. Because when I came back from getting the tracing paper, I'm not kind of sitting in my chair properly how I was. Oh, please excuse me. Don't know why I've suddenly gone all croaky. Maybe it's the cold air. Right, I'm still thinking about the white on white and what I'm going to do for that. It's this pack of little vintagey bits, and I just noticed there is a white like, looks like Russian or something, Cyrillic. That's white. Whitish, white enough. Maybe we could use a little bit of that. Maybe we use a little white label. These are from the Junk Journal Studio. So let's pick out one that's kind of less distressed. Got more of a white base. If there's one, there might not be. One's not too bad. We've all got coloured backgrounds mostly. So yeah, even that one's got a slight brown sort of coffee look to the background. Oh, yep, should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Never mind. It's not too obtrusive. It's probably more obtrusive me commenting on it. Okay, so they are a bit too not white. Have we got anything, oops, falling out. Have we got anything that's not any of those? Got these little ones. They've actually got a little slight colour in the middle as well. Oh, one's completely fallen out there. Let's pop you back in. These are all coloured. You know, typically we don't go for white, do we? And then, you know, if you actually need something white, it can be quite the struggle. These are Junk Journal Studio as well. And then my one's at the back, so no on that. Which leaves me with making my own label. Here we go. Let's grab out that and let's stamp on our bit that we cut out of our frame. Let's stamp a label. Obviously I'm not going to use white ink. For one, I don't have white ink. Blue. Yep, blue. Oops. Went to pick up the stamp pad and I just picked up the lid, and then that went doop, down in my drawer, face down. Lovely. Do not recommend it. I need to do a bit of clean up in my drawer. Oh, it's a fun day today. Right, so I'm thinking this little, or this one's slightly smaller. Do we want that smaller one? Shall we do both? And then we can choose which one we're going to use. Here, come off, come off. Come off of there. Gosh, have I not used this one before? Maybe. It doesn't look coloured, so maybe I haven't actually used that one. This one's got a slight colour to it, so I know I've used that one. I haven't had this set too long, so it's quite possible I haven't used this one at the bottom. Right, just ink them both up. Do them both at the same time. Gonna have a wee sip of my coffee. It looks black, doesn't it? But it's not. Okay, clean off those because I managed to get ink in the middle of the stamp. See, just shows you how much ink. Oops, sorry, I'll have to take that call. Just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. It was actually my mother-in-law calling. She'd received a scam email and wondered what to do with it. So it was quite a quick, you know, a quick fix and explanation on what to do. But while I was talking with her, I noticed this little playing card sitting loose on the side of my desk. I don't know why it was sitting loose, because it was right beside the packet. But I thought, it's white. You know, we could use that as a white element. And then pop a bit of text on there and then a label, and I think that's going to be all good for our white on white. But I am going to ink. So grab out my really, it's really bad, isn't it? It's just really bad. And my struggle will probably be not smudging this because, you know, it's smooth and it will take the ink a little time to dry. So try not to smear it absolutely everywhere. Would be nice not to do that. So I think I'm going to just place it across the corner there. So that was quite a fortuitous telephone call, because I never would have noticed this card sitting where it was at that time if it wasn't that I was talking on the phone. So, because it's a bit lumpy bumpy underneath, because this is thicker than this, I'm giving it a little press while that glue dries, and not wanting to move my fingers around too much to avoid smearing, because, you know, it is supposed to be white on white. So we do need some white, don't we? We need to leave the white and not messy it up with blue. Right, now I'm thinking of tearing a bit of this. Maybe we'll go like that, and a little bit off the bottom and the top. I'm not sure if I want this straight edge here. No, I think I'm going to lose the straight edge. Can't do it. Needs to be gone. Oh gosh, look at that. Grubby, inky thumb. Right, throw those tiny wee scraps away. I think it goes, yep, there's a number 14 there, so it goes up that way. And I don't think I'm going to ink around this little piece. Just going to glue it on. Oops. The right way up. So I'm not going to do something, I don't think, to fill in this pocket in this video, because I need to keep the video as short as possible, because I've got a lot still to do before we go away. So I'm thinking this one, so let's just cut this one out, and I'm going to leave a white border around the stamp. Hopefully it's dry, but I'm being careful keeping my thumb in the middle in case it's not completely dry. So yes, I do apologise that this video has had a couple of interruptions, but also of benefit, I did put my phone on Do Not Disturb and turn the alarm off, so we won't be interrupted by those. Yeah, that little label in there I think will be lovely. Okay, I seem to be quite across there, so hopefully I'm on camera all that time. Again, I'm not going to ink around the edge, I don't think. No, but I am wondering about stamping inside it. And I've got like a bit of yellow, a bit of pinky colour up here, a little hints of green. Of bringing in one of those other colours. Maybe green, because I think there's possibly greeny yellow. How about some gumball green and this little receipt number 1120. Let's go with that. Get it out. Up the right way would be good, although I can flip the label around, it wouldn't be a problem because it's not glued down yet. There. Of course I could have gone with black, but I just wanted to bring in a little bit of that colour from the collage in the background. There, beautiful. And let's just use some tacky glue so I'm not disturbing that ink. So it's straight, because I've got things at an angle, it's a little hard to tell whether I've actually got that straight or not. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I do like that. And then we have this pocket here to pop something in. Something with a nice pretty picture on or something. And then I will round the corners. Oops. I can't swing the chair around with the drawer open. Yeah, I'm going to use my envelope punch board because it has a slightly deeper curve than my little corner rounder, and I haven't backed this yet, so when I back it I'll just use the scissors and cut round the curve. Oops, that doesn't want to come off, so I'm not going to do the backing on camera either. You know how to back things. I've done it plenty of times in other videos. So it's that this would be easier to do if it was backed, because it's this very thin paper that it's not liking. So maybe I'll turn it up the other way so it's cutting into the thicker layer. That's better. Still a little jaggy there. Not bad though. And of course I am going to ink around it. I will do that now. So grab out my grubby sponge again. Wherever I put it, oh there it is, buried under the tape. Give it that nice dark edge, and just a little bit different from my usual vintage photo. This would be actually really nice to put into a blue themed journal, wouldn't it? Be very pretty. Just again, I'm just trying, some of these papers on the collage are shiny and I don't want to end up smearing the ink before it's dry. Right, there we go. So there we go. There's my answer for this week's Deal It Up challenge. And my terribly inky fingers. That blue is just going everywhere. I think it's just use a little wet wipe here. Try and clean some of that up before I smear it all over our white on white element. Because I know I would do that. I'd totally do that. Right, so our prompts were journal card, done. White on white, I've chosen to do a white frame with just little bits of white there. Added some colour into it because you're allowed to do that. It doesn't have to be just plain white. You can take white on white and then add in colour. Oh, I haven't done something that sparkles or shines. Oh, I haven't finished. Okay. Brrr, winding back. Okay. And here I thought I was going good. So what I have in my very heavy box of metal bits and pieces, mostly metal, not all, somewhere in here, sorry, I'm off camera, pulling out bits, trying to dig through to what I'm looking for. I saw them on the side. I can't find them. Not those. Not those. Oh gosh, I'm going to have to pull everything out now. Here we go, right at the bottom. Right at the bottom, we've got some little gems. Mini gems. Right, pop this all back in. Almost need a bigger container. Right. So it looks like these purple ones have adhesive on the back. Do we want to go with the purple ones just for ease and speed? I was sent these by someone in Happy Mail. I do apologise, I cannot remember who. Oops, oh, they're actually, are they white? They're more yellow. It's hard to tell. We could add some of those on for more of our white on white if we wanted. There it kind of picks up a little bit in the bluey purple side of things, doesn't it? These ones, there's some blue, some champagne, some yellow, there's a green, a couple of greens, a black. Can't see any white. There's a, oh, that's the back of one. Yeah, I can't see any that, oh, that one's close to being white, but there's only one of it. So I think we'll just go with colour. We could go with blue, but I'm thinking the purple, or could go with green. Now finding it again. Oh gosh, come on. There's one. I know there's more than one. No, let's go purple. Keep it easy, keep it quick. So how many have we got? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. That one's come adrift from its adhesive. Okay. I mean, putting these on will affect the writability on the back of the card, but I'm sure it'll be fine. They're not big. So I think I'm going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get it there. I'm going to add, I'm not going to leave that there because I can't see it and it'll just hang around my desk. So just going to add a little bit of tacky glue just to help make sure it stays on where it's supposed to. Oh, glue bubble, pop. I'm going to pop that down here. And then I want 3. So I've still got 3 of those. Where do I want them? I think down there. Just Gosh, I'm so glad I went back over the prompts again because I'd completely forgotten about that prompt and had no ideas all throughout the entire process what I was going to do for it. Oops, there's a little here and there. Come on. I'm going to have to snip it off. There we go. Got you. There. Yay. Pop those back in the packet before they also run around somewhere forever and a day. Okay, so now to revise. We have done the challenge. This space up here is going to be where the contents of this will stick up, so that will be filled by that. We've got journal card, white on white, and yay, we've got something that sparkles or shines. Now, it doesn't need to be something like this. You could use a picture, like this is a picture of a piece of jewelry. So interpret that however you wish. You could use like one of those crystal glaze type things. You know, there's lots of ways you could do that. So just have fun with it. I hope you join in. I'd love you to join me on this challenge. Bit of fun. Kickstart that creativity for the week. If you do participate and would like to share what you made, I would absolutely love to see it. You can post it on Instagram and tag the Deal It Up Challenge, or you could tag me, Visualized NZ. You could drop it into our Facebook group, Visual Vibes, and post it there, and I'll definitely see it. Or even email it to me if you choose. If you're not on social media, that's always an option for you as well. So there we go, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic week, as early as it is. Take care. I'll be back soon. Bye for now.